evening. This is CTV News for Monday, November 14th. I'm Denise Douglas.
And I'm Patricia Vallone. Glad to have you with us tonight. Well, a massive protest against President-elect Donald Trump takes place in Montgomery County today as students from several area high schools march throughout Silver Spring.
He's sexist, he's racist, and he's homophobic.
A protest that started on the football field at Blair High School grew to include hundreds more from other area high schools. As students walked westbound down University Boulevard, peers from Einstein, Norwood, and Wheaton High Schools joined in the march.
We reject the president-elect! We reject the president-elect!
We felt like, we need to protest and our voice needs to be heard, because we don't really agree with the presidential election.
Our friends, told us to look on social media, and we saw it was on the news. And then everybody from school were like, let's just go and spread the word to everybody.
We left at about 10 o'clock. We walked out of class at Blair, and we met in the football field, and we stayed there for a while. And then a lot of kids walked out of campus and decided to walk down here to express how we feel.
Are there other schools as well?
Yes, Blair, Einstein, Wheaton, Kennedy, Northwood.
The students met up at Westfield Wheaton Mall with anti-Trump banners and signs. From there, they headed to downtown Silver Spring.
Not my president! Not my president! No.
Traffic in the region was brought to a halt as protesters marched throughout the city.
We reject the president-elect!
And Montgomery County Police say the group remained nonviolent during the protests from the Wheaton Mall parking deck, and there were no reported injuries in that incident.
Wow. What's going on there? Emotions. It looked like a very emotional situation.
Yeah, so there's a large group of minorities that attend these schools, and one of the things they talked about was fear. They fear for themselves, for their families, for the general climate, and that's one of the reasons they say that it takes young people to get out there and protest about it.
Oh, interesting. Thank you for bringing that to us, Patty. Moving on, it's been 2 years since a 3-year-old girl was shot and killed while visiting relatives in Hyattsville. The trial is now set to begin. Byron Scott has more from the courthouse.
Jury selection in the case of Devon Wallace, the man accused of shooting a 3-year-old girl who died of her injuries. The crime happened on Sunday, August 10th, 2014. Now, according to investigators, Devon Wallace got into a fight with someone outside his girlfriend's Hyattsville home. They were allegedly arguing over clothing. Police say Wallace left the scene only to return with a handgun, and Wallace allegedly fired shots into the house. Now, 3-year-old Kanajah Bibb, who was in the home visiting her cousins, was shot and killed. Wallace fled and was arrested weeks later in Washington, D.C. and was charged with first and second-degree murder.
The person who is, we believe, is responsible for killing Kanajah Bibb remained at large for nearly a month somewhere in our community, and it is our position that there should be no safe place for a person who shoots, injures, or kills a child. Period. There should be no safe space for that person.
Now, police also arrested this man, Brian Campbell, for allegedly helping Wallace before and after the crime. Now, once again, jury selection and then opening arguments begin. At the courthouse, Byron Scott, CTV News.
A District Heights man is charged with attempted first-degree murder for stabbing his 2 young children. CTV's Katerra Jones is in Upper Marlboro with more.
A bond hearing for a father of 2 was held here at the courthouse. 25-year-old Christian Dillard is accused of stabbing his 2 young children multiple times and sexually assaulting a woman living in his home. Now, he is being held on a no-bond status for both cases. We spoke to his brother, and he says Christian is a good person and an amazing father.
He didn't know what he was doing. He just lost it. I see him every day. He take care of his children. Every day, plays with them, feeds them and everything. He did not know what he was doing, and I'm trying to paint a nice picture for you all, and just to believe that, we all do stuff wrong, and sometimes we all come to a point in our life, where we don't know what we're doing. We all make mistakes, but this is his first mistake.
I've been trying to get Christian help for some time because he's been depressed and he's been suicidal also. And I've been trying to tell him, don't try to harm yourself. He told me that he wanted to get help, but he just was too late.
Reporting in Upper Marlboro, Katerra Jones, CTV News.
And Dillard's children, a 2- and 3-year-old, are recovering at a local hospital. Well, you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Denise Douglas.